What's good, everybody? Zach here, back with another workout commentary. I woke up about 3:30 this morning, weighed in at 185.0 pounds, got to the gym at 5:15, played 3 games of pickup basketball, and then proceeded to get started with my back workout today. Just like last time, I ended up doing pull-ups first. So this first exercise, I ended up doing 5 sets of 10. Started with a regular pull-up grip, then I did a hammer grip, and then finally, this is actually the 6th set, and I did 12 here. This is with a chin-up grip, so my palms are facing back towards me. Feel this more in your biceps. Also, generally, people are stronger in this position, so if you're having a hard time with regular pull-ups, I would highly advise you start with chin-ups or a neutral grip. And of course, if you're too weak for either of those, just keep working on lat pull-downs, or you can do some sort of assisted pull-up. They have machines. You can also use a big band and strap your feet in. So after the pull-ups, I moved on to a ton of pull-downs. I only filmed a couple sets of these pull-downs, but right here you can see this is the chin-up grip on the pull-down bar. I really like this bar because where the cable is attached, just outside of that, it's just about perfect width grip for me. This feels really good in my lats and in my upper back, and also I can feel my biceps definitely working with no wrist, elbow, or shoulder pain, which is super important. Make sure you're doing things that aren't hurting you. You want to consistently do things that feel good for you. You feel the muscle contract, and you're also not getting painful feedback. So once again, this is just another set of this pull down. I did do regular pull downs, hammer grip pull downs, and a supinated or chin up pull down like right here. So I ended up doing, I'd say somewhere around 3 or 4 sets of each of those. After this set, I moved on to a straight on pull down, or some people also call these go-aways. So you guys have seen these in a couple videos, but I did take from a slightly different angle on the other side of the cable stack. You can see here the lighting is just way different, way warmer. This gym has so much natural lighting that at times it's hard to find lighting that doesn't make my pale body look super pale. So right here it looks like tan Zach. But you can see here, really just, I'm working with the rope once again, spreading the rope so then the handles end up right by my front pockets. Trying to keep my chest up, lower back arch slightly. I duck my head down like that. It just comes naturally when my lats are stretching out as the rope is coming back up towards the ceiling. That concludes the width portion of my back workout. I always like to finish with that pull down, or excuse me, the go away variation right at the end. Next, I worked on barbell rows. I love barbell rows sometimes, and I hate them other times. My lats were so tired, my biceps were tired, that with this I have to go lighter than I like, and even the light weights feel heavy. So I'm thinking about just swapping out barbell rows for T-bar rows or machine rows and just starting with one of those movements rather than the barbell row. I like the movement. I want to continue to get stronger at rowing, but there's a point where I just can't handle enough weight on it, and I'm going to get stuck if I continue to do exercises that I really don't jive that well with me. Especially, like I've said before, I have a history of lower back pain, so it is definitely something that I'm most likely going to move away from here next workout. After that, you can see I did the T-bar row. I like that row more than the barbell row just because I can maintain more of an upright position. And with that handle, I really do get a nice stretch and then squeeze through my shoulder blades. This was the machine row I mentioned. This is a hammer strength piece. It's actually unilateral, so you can do one side at a time. I went light on this movement. I did 4 sets of 15. You can also see I have a palms down grip, and this emphasizes more of the middle lower traps rather than your lats, so that's why I chose that variation. After that, I moved on to a single arm cable row. So you guys have seen me do a few videos where I do both arms at the same time, but this time I did decide to go with one arm. You get a massive stretch. You can see right here, I let my shoulder blade get pulled forward, and then I rotate my body back to a square position right there, and then really try to pull my elbow back, driving my shoulder backwards. So great stretch with this exercise. You can't handle nearly as much weight. Even if it's half the weight, it's still going to feel really heavy compared to doing it 2 arms at a time. But just let your body naturally rotate. You can see I let my torso rotates, my shoulders rotating, and then I turn back only until I'm square with the machine, and then really pull hard with my elbow, trying to squeeze my shoulder blade towards my spine. So after 3 or 4 sets of the unilateral row, I did go ahead and do 2 sets of a bilateral or 2-arm seated cable row. I just love this machine so much that I always try to get lots of sets on it. Feels really, really good. My low back doesn't bother me at all. So this is one of those movements I will continue to stick with. It's one of the main movements where I really feel my shoulder blades pinch together. My goal is to be able to pinch them together at all times. I'm continuing to loosen up the front of my shoulder to help that. I really want back to be a strong point of my body, so I am taking time to take care of my shoulders, which, like I said, are tight and generally pretty tight in the front. So not only when you are doing things like foam rolling or stretching, whatnot, you're opening up those muscle groups, but you're also allowing the muscles that actually oppose those tight muscles to work better. So if your delts and your chest and your upper traps are really, really tight, that means your mid traps, your low traps, your rhomboids, your lats are all going to be a little bit weaker because they're just not in a good position. They can't fully activate because those muscles that oppose them are short and tight and prevent movement. So we all know that foam rolling and stretching is important, but very few of us do it, including myself. I haven't always been consistent with it. So whatever your reason is, try to find a good reason to foam roll and stretch prior to a workout and on your off days. And one of those big ones is increased muscular activation of some of those muscles that most likely are pretty weak on your body. I know for me that it's helped immensely to really loosen up my shoulders to help further my back development. So after, I didn't even talk about the TRX Face Pulls, but that exercise is awesome. I am going to be doing that in the future. After that, I moved on to dumbbell shrugs, just nice and heavy with straps. And then I finished off with another face pull variation, this time with the cable and the rope. You guys have seen this one before. Really just working on driving my shoulder blades together, trying to squeeze for a 1 count. I was very tired there, so didn't get quite the squeeze I wanted. But as always, please like, subscribe, comment on the videos. I will be back with another video tomorrow and through the rest of the week. I'm really trying to keep this daily upload thing going. So until next time, guys, I am out.